What if you were sitting in a courtroom, listening to people talk about your future, and you had no idea what they were saying? Well, that can be what it's like for a lot of people in Utah.
The need for Spanish interpreters is huge. It's dire, actually.
We have had some issues with getting certified interpreters in the state of Utah.
That demand doesn't just create a gap, it creates real-world consequences.
The time spent incarcerated is a little longer, and it becomes an inefficient process.
But speaking a second language alone isn't enough.
There's so many skills and nuances and obviously terminology and procedural knowledge.
You also have to pass an exam to get certified.
That oral exam has a 6% national pass rate, and there aren't a lot of aids or training that come with it.
So, Utah State Courts reached out to Utah State University to help develop a course that would train more certified interpreters.
We found a way to use what we know to help the Utah courts with this initiative.
Porque recuerden, esa es la dirección que van a tomar en el examen.
We designed this very hands-on and practical training.
This course changes your idea from being bilingual to being an interpreter.
Usually a course like this can cost thousands of dollars, but they decided to make this one free.
We had nearly 400 applicants for 50 spots.
The need and the interest are there for sure.
Once the students reach out our certification programs, they can be ready to start in the workforce.
Not only can certification lead to a full-time benefited position with the courts or a part-time contracted position based on need, it's also just a really important role.
It's not just about language access, I think it's also about justice.
It's really important for people to understand their proceedings.
But of course, interpreting also has its challenges.
And it's very intense. You need to be ready
Your brain is going all of the time.
because you are doing it live.
It requires a lot of emotional and mental stamina.
So we teach a lot of self-care.